Good morning, Year 6. Here are the answers from yesterday's tasks. Please pause the video and mark your work. Please also make sure that you have used a ruler or something with a straight edge to draw your cubes to make sure that they are done accurately. Well done. Here are your Fluent at 5 questions for today. Please set yourself a timer and off you go. Right, here are your answers for Fluent at 5 for today. Please pause the video and mark your work. Just remembering with G, with subtracting mixed fractions, just like yesterday with the adding mixed fractions, the first thing you needed to have done was converted the 1.5 so that the denominator was also 10 in order for you to subtract. Well done if you got those correct. Today we are going to be learning to understand what volume is and start to find the volume of a solid. Okay, so let's first of all look at understanding what volume is. Okay, so if we take a closer look at this photo here, this boy is saying that the watermelon here is taking up more space than the orange in the fridge. Okay, and this young lady here is saying this is because the watermelon has a greater volume than the orange. Okay, and the volume of a solid is the amount of space it occupies. So what you can do at home is have a look around. Okay, look in your fridge, look in a cupboard, find two objects, okay, and figure out which one has the biggest volume, okay, by looking at the amount of space it occupies. Okay, so I've just prepared a few pictures here of some objects for us to have a look at which has the greatest volume. Okay, so what you can do is just sort of very quickly pause the video, have a look at the objects, and see if you can work out which one has the greatest volume. Okay, so the first one for 2A, we've got a tennis ball or a rugby ball. Which has a greater volume? The rugby ball has the greatest volume. Okay, this one here, we've got this gift box or this cardboard box. Okay, looking at the size, which has the greatest volume? It's the cardboard box. Okay, because it's taking up more space than the gift box. And finally, we've got a tin of baked beans or a basketball. Which has the greater volume? The basketball does. Okay, because it's taking up more space than the tin of baked beans. Okay, now we're going to start to look at finding the volume of solids. So first thing I want you to do is have a think back to when we did area, and I want you to have a think, what unit of measurement do we use when we measure the area of a shape? Okay, we measure in square units. Okay, so if we were working with centimetres, for example, okay, it would be centimetres squared. Okay, if it was metres, it'd be metres squared. So that's when we're focusing on area. Okay, so with volume, okay, if we look at the volume of this solid here, the way that we would do it, because it is made up of these unit cubes, we would count the number of unit cubes in the solid to find out. Okay, so we would count them up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the solid is built using 10 unit cubes. So the volume of a unit cube is 1 cubic unit. So the volume of the solid is 10 cubic units. Okay, so when we're looking at area, Okay, we would look at square units. When we're looking at volume, we are working with cubic units. Okay, so area, square, volume, cubic. Okay, so this solid has 10 cubic units. So what I'd like you to do is pause the video, have a look at question 4. What is the volume of each of these solids? Off you go. Okay, let's have a look. So for A, okay, the volume here, I would count them up. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cubic units. Okay, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cubic units. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I've got some that I can't see, but I need to picture them as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cubic units. And then finally here, once again, there's a few that will be hidden, but I still need to remember to include them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cubic units. So well done if you got those correct. Okay, so now let's think of volume as a measurement. Okay, because we're not always with a solid going to be given a picture where we've got the stack of the centimetre cubes or unit cubes. Okay, sometimes we will be given like centimetres or metres, the actual measurement. Okay, so here, this unit cube is a 1 centimetre cube because each edge of the cube is 1 centimetre long. So the volume of the cube is 1 cubic centimetre. Okay, so the volume of this shape here is 1 cubic centimetre, and I would write that like this. Okay, so because it's cubic, I use this little 3, okay, above my unit of measurement, which is centimetres. Okay, so the cubic centimetre, the centimetre with a 3, is a unit of measurement for volume. So hence, with question 3, okay, where we looked here and we said the volume of this solid is 10 cubic units, if each of these unit cubes measured 1 centimetre, so they're one of those, if the area, the volume, sorry, was 1 centimetre cube, okay, the volume of this, because there's 10 cubic units, it would be 10 centimetres cubed like this. Okay, so now that we've looked at our cubic centimetre and our unit of measurement, okay, what I'd like you to do is pause the video and have a go at question 6A and B. Okay, right, let's see how you got on. So we're told that the solids are made up of 1 centimetre cubes. So finding the volume of each solid. So because it's been given to me, I can just count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 7 centimetres cubes or cubic centimetres. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cubic centimetres. Well done if you got those correct. So here we have a rectangular solid or a cuboid, okay, and it is made up of 1 centimetre cubes. And because it's made up of 1 centimetre cubes and it's a rectangular solid, the length, the width and the height can also be found. Okay, so if we first of all have a look at the length, okay, the length is this part. Because it's made up of 1 centimetre cubes, I've got my 1, add 1, add 1. Okay, so my total length here is 3 centimetres. The width, which is this part here, I can see is 2 boxes wide or 2 centimetres. 1, add 1 centimetre, giving me 2 centimetres. The height, which is this part here, I can see is made up of 2 again. So my height is 2 centimetres. So therefore my volume, okay, if I add them all up, equals 12 cubic centimetres. now let's have a go at this one together. Okay, so we're told that this cuboid is also made up of 1 centimetre cubes. Can we work out the length? Okay, the length here, I can count them, 1, 2, 3, 4. My length is 4 centimetres. My width, which is here, is only 1 centimetre. And my height, which is this section here, is 2 centimetres. Okay, so my volume altogether is 8 cubic centimetres. Okay, so we can always find the length, the width and the height. Just like with area, for example, with volume, okay, we don't always just work with cubic centimetres. We can work with cubic metres as well. So here, obviously not drawn to scale, we have a 1 metre cube. So each edge of the cube is 1 metre long. Okay, so its volume, the amount of space that it occupies, is 1 cubic metre. Okay, and the cubic metre is the unit of measurement for volume when we're working in metres. Okay, so what I'd like you to do now is have a look at question 9 and question 10. I'd like you to pause the video, have a go at working out the volume for these two, and then the volume, the length, width and height, for question 10. Off you go. Okay, let's have a look together, see if you got them right. So, question 9a, the solids are made up of 1 metre cubes. Find the volume of each solid. Okay, so here, when I add them all up, there are 3, 4, 5. So 5 cubic metres. Here for B, if I add them up, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 behind 7, and then 8 metres cubed. And then for question 10, we're told that this cuboid or rectangular solid is made up of 1 metre cubes again. What is its volume? Okay, so there are 1 metre cubes in this cuboid. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is work out its length, width and height. Okay, so I'm going to look first of all at its length. Okay, the length is 5 metres. The width is 2. Oh, whoops, sorry, I've put that in the wrong box there, haven't I? So the length, was 5. The width is 2 and the height, let's see there, is also 2. Okay, so the volume is, when I add them all up together, is 20 metres cubed. Okay, because there are 20 1 metre cubes in this cuboid. Okay, so what I would now like you to do is have a go at questions 13 and 14 as a bit of extra practice. And the answers for this can be found on the learning presentation towards the end of today. Once you've done that, I'd then like you to have a go at today's tasks, and then in tomorrow's video I will go through those answers. Good luck!